Hey everyone, this is Brandon Bruce, your technical agronomist for DeKalb and Asgrow across southeast Kansas and western Missouri. We're in the field here today at Richards, Missouri, here in southwest Missouri. Just wanted to show a few diseases. I've been getting a few phone calls and some text on some diseases in the corn, and so just kind of wanted to walk through and show what we're seeing. First, before we get into the diseases, kind of what's the elephant in the field is we're seeing some necrosis on those leaf margins, even some lesions here, and so this field had some nitrogen urea applied over the top about 10 to 14 days ago. So have not had a rain since then, and we're seeing that necrotic burn on the leaf margin. So there are a few diseases, gray leaf spot, northern corn leaf blight, some things that could be showing some similar symptoms, but in this situation it is just a burn from the nitrogen. Everything should be okay as those plants grow out. Next, been actually getting a few phone calls on tar spot. So tar spot's something new in our area for sure, and I don't know that it's necessarily been confirmed, but we are seeing, I had some pictures sent, and we are seeing some black spots. I don't know if you can see them or not on the camera, but we are seeing some black lesions. When you get the hand lens out, I really don't believe it's tar spot. Yes, I'm still learning on what we're looking at, but what we're seeing here, it's looks like more of an external. It can be easily rubbed off or wiped off. When you look at tar spot, it's supposed to be a black raised lesion, maybe even with some necrosis around that. So I just wanted to showcase. I don't believe this is tar spot, but we are seeing it, and there are samples being submitted to the lab for proper diagnosis. Another one here, we'll step back here. It's common we are seeing as well, and just a very little bit of it, but what I would consider some common rust on this lesion, and maybe even some potentially gray leaf spot. Yes, we are still seeing these burn marks from the nitrogen where the prill has landed, but I guess right here is where I would show maybe some common rust and gray leaf spot. Again, just very trace or very low amounts of symptomology showing up. Also had another sample submitted out of southeast Kansas for some potential northern corn leaf blight, and then another call or picture west central Missouri with some potential physoderma. So just a few things showing up, and wanted to try to highlight and showcase what we're seeing in the field today.
Now that we've addressed a few diseases in the field, I want to share a few details of why they occur. Diseases may cause leaf spots, blights, wilts, or even premature death of plants. They may also cause harvest losses, impact the grain quality, and even impact grain storage. The severity of the damage depends on many factors, including how resistant or susceptible the corn product is to the specific disease, the amount of pathogen or inoculant present, and even the environmental conditions. Many alterations of the disease triangle present different diseases, combinations, and pressures. This is one way of explaining why diseases differ from year to year. To minimize losses from corn diseases, it is very important to properly identify the disease first, so appropriate management practices can be taken. In some cases, different diseases may have similar symptoms, so it may be necessary to submit samples to the plant diagnostic lab for accurate diagnosis.
If you plan to apply a fungicide, I recommend applying after complete tassel emergence. In this field, there's not any tassels present in the field, but I dissected a plant just to show or simulate. Tasseling is considered when that last branch is visible or present. That tassel will elongate out of the upper flag leaf, and when you see that, then you can consider the field tasseled. The application window is several days, or even you could say even a couple-week window, from complete tassel emergence all the way in through pollination and up into brown silk. An easy way to kind of look at that and get a better idea how many days out are we is find the uppermost collar. In corn right now with the heat, we're accumulating 20-25 heat units a day, and so we're going to add a collar probably every 3 to 4 days, closer to 3 days. So if we've got the uppermost collar, I'm going to say here is another day. So here's 1, and then we'll say there's 3 days, so that's 4. I'm just going to break that off. So we're up to 4 days. There's another 3, that's 7, and then we're down to our flag leaf. So our flag leaf, there's another 3 days, so we're approximately 10 days. So 10 days to 2 weeks, we may see some tasseling in this field, and this field would be ready to have a fungicide applied.
Hey everyone, brought you down to the sweet corn patch tonight. Wanted to recircle. Earlier today we were talking about proper fungicide timing. If I was going to apply a fungicide, now would be the time. Tassels are full of pollen, silks are emerging, and when I see these indicators, I know it's time to get in the field. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more content and reach out to your local Decarbon Agro dealer with questions.